Weazel News.
Breaking news.
That's right. Weazel has exclusive HD 3D surround sound coverage.
Good evening, citizens of Los Santos. Judge Portman here. It is with a sad heart that I have to report the death of another fine officer of our city. Game Warden Paul has been killed in the line of duty today. Los Santos will not rest until we have brought justice to the individuals responsible. That said, the city never sleeps. To keep our city on track, I also have a few additional announcements to make. First, Davis PD will be shut down in the near future. The Unified Police Department will be moved to the MRPD Mission Row Police Department office that was formerly under construction after the recent bombing. For those that may not know, MRPD was under repair for some time, but due to unforeseen circumstances, the construction company servicing the bid had to terminate their contract. That said, a new company, New Times Overhaul Systems, or INTOS, will be taking the bid. INTOS will be starting their SA location effective immediately. Cesar Riviera will be in charge of this branch and in charge of the $20 million construction budget. To pay San Andreas New Times Overhaul Systems for the city will need to chip in from every level. You needn't worry though, the increase in cost of the gas station, grocery store, hospital, and parking will barely be noticeable. The trade-off for safety is the most important thing for the citizens of SA at this time. Additionally, to combat a lack of police force and the rising increase in crime, there will be a reorganizing of emergency service departments. In the coming days, not only will prices increase for certain services, but the current medical staff of EMS will be merged with PD as a medical task force responsible for servicing crime prevention and health-related services. Further down the road, the same will happen with the fire department of San Andreas. In conclusion, when MRPD is ready to open, Cesar and INTOS will make a statement with Weazel News. Thank you. I have nothing else to say at this time. Portman out.
Weazel News.
Breaking news.
That's right. Weazel has exclusive HD 3D surround sound coverage.
What's going on, folks out there? Weazel Nation. I am here joined by Cesar Riviera. Did I pronounce that right, sir?
You did, sir. Thank you for having me.
This is the man who is in charge of the company who is going to be reconstructing our new police department, or should I say fixing our old police department. So tell me how that's going. You know, the bombing, I had to imagine that was something hard to repair. You know, it took a lot of effort.
Yeah. Well, it's we're just getting into assessment phases. We just signed the contract. The ink is still wet, if you will. Not sure what happened with the previous construction company, but you know, I'm sure they meant well. Once I've made an official assessment of their work and the remaining work, I'll feel better about it. But as things go, we're going to treat it like every other job. My guys are going to go in there. They're going to deliver greatness, and Los Santos will be the better for it.
Great. That's great to hear. Now, do you have any sort of kind of time range for this? There's no rush, obviously, but you know, if we could give the folks some sort of estimate, that would be great.
Just know that we're working diligently 24/7 once we break ground, so to speak. In this case, ground's already been broken, but once we get started, we work 24/7. And the timeline, you know, I don't want to speak too ahead of the game, but you know, I would say a couple weeks we can turn that place around.
Oh, that sounds great. I'm sure our boys in blue will need it. You know, it's been a rough week with them. Not sure if you heard, but two of the higher up officers have passed away recently. It's been hard on the folks of this town and on the police, you know. So we really need this. I have another question. It's probably be my last one. So I just really want to know, like, about your company and you as a person. You know, we heard about, you know, what you're gonna do. Just want to know about you personally and your company, values you have.
Well, we're an international company, New Times Overhaul Systems. We have offices in almost every major city. We're known for doing a lot of construction. We did J-Lo's recent house. They, you know, Hove had us over.
Wow.
and we did that. It was pretty good project. Difficult customers to please, but you know, all celebrities are, right? That said, you know, our new SA branch for Intos is going to, you know, probably pave the way. The budget that we have to play with is going to make sure that MRPD gets the state of the art equipment and all of the associated construction needs that go with it.
That's great to hear. That's great to hear. You know, the state of Santos, we're really getting the best of the best here. You know, and that's something we can pride ourselves on.
Absolutely.
Let me shake your hand before we go. Maybe.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you, guys, for having me. Weazel News is a wonderful company. Mr. Trickle?
Yes, it's always a pleasure, sir.
Excellent.
I'll be expecting to see you. This is a good man right here. Everybody
Thank
should
you.
want to emulate him and his hard working.
Thank you, sir.
Real American, this one is.
You heard it here first. Weazel News.